Hello, good evening and welcome. Welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Fox, here on the show tonight. It's my big mucker, Big Stevie. How we doing, mate?
I'm brand new, yourself?
Aye, mate, aye. I've got the team for you, mate. McGregor, Tavernier, Goldson, Davis, Barisic, Lundstrom, Kamara, Tillman, Kent, Fashion Jr. He's definitely playing bridge. And Morelos. Substitutes, McLaughlin, Jack, Chola, Cantwell, Sands, Wright, King, Devine and Lowry. I think a lot of people would have liked to have seen Cantwell, but he's got to get himself used to the setup, mate. What's your thoughts?
Aye, I think Matchdays with him starting there on Saturday. I think Matchdays were looking forward to him starting again tonight. But well, I mean, what a strong bench, you know. When you look at the bench, it's, you know, Kolak, Jack, you know, and Cantwell, you know. It's a really good bench, and you've got the young team there, I know, Devine and Lowry, and it happens too. Listen, it's a good team. I mean, Fashion, Ken, I mean, they know what Tynecastle's like, you know, they're stalwarts when it comes to, you know, they know what's happening. So let's just see where it brings, mate. Good enough team, good enough to beat the Jam Tarts tonight. Let's see where it brings.
Aye, I think a big talking point will be Cantwell no starting, but I think we've got to be sensible. He's not played a lot of football. He came in and played about 60, 70 minutes at Ibrox. There's the small picture and the big picture as well, Stevie.
Aye, there is, aye. There definitely is. I mean, the boy didn't kick a ball for November or something, was a few months. So, listen, it is what it is. I thought when you say it's a big talking point, it's me not getting a ticket. I'm actually disgusted, man. I have tried absolutely everything to get a ticket to go there the night. I've phoned Belfast, Corby, Blackpool, you name it. I've phoned all my connections, and for the love of me, I just can't get one. And I was going to jump the minibus and get through, and I thought, I have no chance. I'm going to end up sitting in a pub or sitting in a minibus again, and a wasted journey. But do you know the hurtful thing, Ox? When the bells run out and you look at the other end, there'll be seats dotted everywhere. You know, and that's just the way it, mate. You know, we get 800 tickets, and you'll probably find out that 20,000 registered to go there the night, you know, to try and get tickets. It's just it's a demand, mate. It's a demand.
I've not got an answer to that question, Stevie. How 800 tickets, let's be honest, the time the players get theirs, the sponsor get theirs, you're maybe talking 400 or 500 going to the punters, mate, yeah?
Aye. I was hearing that the players only get 2 tickets each. So if they're getting there slashed, what chance have we got, really? You know, it's who you know sometimes, you know. It's, you know, I've been everywhere and been away all season, and we've had fights and we're horns for every single game, and that's how it's going to be if you want to follow the Rangers home and away.
Stop your moaning, mate. Let's go down to let's go down to the games. A big game for us, mate. Important we keep this momentum going, yeah?
Oh, but we need to keep the snowball rolling. I mean, that's it. I mean, winning games breeds confidence, and that's what's happening with our team. And with the boys coming in and freshening it up.
Snowballs. There's always food with you.
Just after my tea there. Just after my tea. Can I do a Rudy? Because I miss Rudy, so I do. God, nice beef ham and chips. Oh, magnificent. So it was. Oh, a wee drum boy, with beef ham, every day's Christmas.
Well, Mrs. Rudy looked after him, didn't she?
Oh, yeah, I hope Rudy's doing well because we miss his voice. He's a good guy,
He's busy
Rudy.
with work, mate. It's just that he got a contract with work and he had to take it, and he's still listening and he's still involved with the Rangers, mate. The times don't suit him with what he does for a job, no.
That's it. Family comes
first. One of the good guys, Rudy Bear.
Oh, one of life's greatest, yes. Put him up there with Bridge, he's a legend. 100%.
We'll get the team again and we'll get the phone lines open, yes?
Yes, you want the team?
Yeah, go and give us it, mate.
The team is McGregor, Tavernier, Golson, Davis, Barisic, Lundstrom, Kamara, Tillman, Kent, Fashion Jr. and Alfredo Morelos. With the substitutes being McLaughlin, Jack, Golak, Cantwell, Sands Wright, King, Devine and Lowry. The three young team there at the end.
I'm looking forward to seeing Scott Wright come on. He's always well turned out, Stevie.
No well as we had you, but no well as we had you.
Or Big Cholak, yeah.
Oh, Big Ryland. Well trimmed into that beard. Aye, brilliant. Aye, magic.
So I think we'll have the usual back four. It's done all right in the last few weeks. Obviously, Lundstrom and Kamara in front of them, and then Tillman in front of them with Kent and Fascia either side with Alfie up top, yeah?
Aye. See my worry here. See my worry. Big Lundstrom's not been. He's kind of slowing the game up a wee bit. We need to get that ball moving quick tonight. We need to get the momentum moving. We don't want to slow it up, man. We just get that ball moving, get the momentum going. We're a far better team when we're rushing to go forward. So let's just see what the big man does. He's due a wee performance tonight, and let's hope Kamara can actually pass the ball forward as well instead of sideways or back.
That's into the net like he done on Saturday, mate. That'll do me.
That's what I was just about to say. You took the words out of my mouth. I hope he proves me wrong again and gets a wee goal tonight again, Ox.
I agree with you with Lundstrom, mate. I don't think he's played well. No, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. The manager told us he was carrying an knock, and he's played through it. He had an excellent game when we played them, before he had to go half injured. And that's the John Lundstrom I want to see week in, week out, Stevie.
Well, that's the performance we want to see for the team. I mean, against them, I thought we were great. I thought we were moving past the ball. I mean, we had them on the ropes, Ox. So you're looking for that kind of performance. It dropped a wee bit. But listen, it's points over performance just now. Till the man finds his feet. And he's got a fresh couple of bodies there coming in, Raskin and Cantwell. Just let's see what it takes us over the next few games. And a wet, drab night. Let's hope Livingston can get their sleeves rolled up. So, yeah, it's a very interesting night, mate. And let's just hope the Teddy Bears dig deep, sleeves rolled up, and get torn into the old jam tarts. Come on, the Teddy Bears.
Aye, it's traditionally a tough place to go, but there's been a few games we've won there quite comfortably, Stevie.
Yep, aye, but you always go there knowing you're going to get a hard game. I mean, don't get me wrong, the last couple of times we've been there, we have put on we've got the goals, and Big Kolak's got a couple of crackers the last time, if I can remember right. And listen, we have got, look, the crowds in Tapie there, and it can be a hostile place to go, but listen, if we play to our capabilities and we play to our game, I've no doubt in my mind we could escape out of there with 3 points and 2 clear goals if we really play to our potential, Ox. So just let's see where it happens. Come on, the Rangers. Let's be positive tonight, man. Let's go, man.
The Hearts team is Clark, Kingsley, Shankland, Rouse, Mackay, Cochrane, Sibbick, Ginley, Kuhl, Hill and Snodgrass. So I don't know much about some of their players. Some of them we know, some of them we don't know, but they're on a decent run of form. But if we go there and we play well, we win, Stevie.
100%. Yeah, I mean, their boys like Snodgrass, he likes to put it about, And then we need to watch your boy Shanklin. He's on a roll, Rocks, The defence, I've no doubt, Big Ben Davies and Connor will make sure surely they'll stay tight on him, But hard game. It's going to be a hard game. There's no two ways about it. And Hearts are definitely on the up, mate. Hearts are on the up. They're on a wee bit of a run themselves. They're doing well, you know. He's got them playing well, so he has. And just let's see the night. The night will tell me a lot about Rangers. It really will. All
right. Well, let's hear from you.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show. It's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Aye, I was looking forward to seeing the boy Cantwell, if I'm being honest, Stevie, but I accept the common sense of the big picture, yeah?
Aye. Look, it's going to be I think it'll be a feisty wee game tonight. I really do. I think there'll be, look, the Hearts will be to prove a point, I know, so I think there'll be a right feisty wee game tonight. And maybe if Big Looney and that do all right in the middle of the park and kind of tie a Hearts out, well, look, we're hoping the boy Cantwell come on and let's just say I was quite surprised with his fitness at the fact that he hardly kicked a ball. So if he can come on fresh 60 minutes and just take the mantle on for there, it could be very interesting.
He's still got a part to play, mate, eh?
Aye, of course, aye. 110%, aye. Aye, 110%. I mean, listen, see, once that boy gets a wee goal under his belt, I think he'll probably like a 2-year-old. There you go. I think we've got a good in our hands there, and I'm really, really looking to the boy Raskin coming in too. But any news about his work permit?
Nothing yet, mate, nothing yet. But I don't think there'll be an issue, mate, but we should hopefully might see him at the weekend, mate. Might see him at the weekend, yeah?
Aye, yeah. But a lot. I believe they call him the Pitbull.
Aye. I'm glad you've not got a work permit. That could be a different story, you know.
It makes sense. To say that.
To be fair, me and you are grafters compared to our big mate, aren't we?
Listen, I'm going to say something here. Southside's that lazy, he's going to marry a pregnant woman. There you go. I better watch my time. It's still a PG to do, isn't it? He's that lazy, he's going to marry a pregnant woman, honestly. Me and you are out every morning putting a great into Britain, and that man's lying in his ribs. He's a total disgrace. And fair play to him, by the way. He says, I'll think about you tonight, Stevie, when I'm in the stadium and you're stuck in the house.
He's all heart, isn't he? He's all heart.
Oh, you have the idea. Cold-hearted. He's a cold-hearted my ex-wife, so he is. Anyway.
He's got a big heart, and he's done his bit for the bookies this season, hasn't he?
He has the half, by the way. I'm thinking getting a backhander under the table, so but he could have had a cue in the bum with a stick. He could. I'm actually taking the opposite. He's Super 6. Whatever he says, I take the opposite. I'm better chance of winning. But anyway, you've got to hand it to him. He's up for a good land. By the way, one of the best players I know. Worldwide bear, goes everywhere, never misses a game, puts his money in, you know, and when Rangers win, he's happy. When they do, his mood patterns, oh my God, man. But anyway, he's a good bear and he deserves everything. He deserves every ticket he gets.
Yeah. Right, okay. Give us your thoughts on the team. We'll give you the team again, Stevie.
Right, 2 seconds. The team is McGregor, Tavernier, Golson, Davis, Barisic, Lundstrom, Kamara, Tillman, Kent, Fashion Jr. and Morelos. For me, the team, that team's melon capable, Ox. I've got to say. I think games could be won and lost in the midfield. And we've got Lundstrom and Kamara there and Tillman. You know, I just think if Big Looney and Kamara have a good game, if they're on their toes tonight and they get that ball moving quick up front, I think we could do it, no sweat, no problem. Yourself?
Listen, mate, I know it's something I say a lot, but if we play, mate, we win and we win easy. Yeah? But we need to play. Anyway, I think we've been joined by Ian. Evening, Ian. Oh, it's Andy. Evening, Andy.
Good evening, guys.
How you doing, mate?
No bad. Yourself? For me, I'm not sure I'd have gone with Kamara. It's going to be a physical game, and I would have liked. I can see the logic.
Is that another
in
player you don't like?
No, I'm not falling for that. I'm just going to tell you my point.
A bad man, Andy, isn't he? He's a bad
Oh,
man.
it's terrible. It's terrible. But you don't realise it has a knock-on effect elsewhere, Stevie. You know what I mean? So, but I can understand him playing Morales with the physicality of what we're going to get with him. I would have liked to see Cole get a start right enough. But there again, he's been off for a long time. So there is a logic in that. Putting Kamara in the middle, I'm not sure about. I think we need a bit more dig. But Jack's injured as well, isn't he? So probably that's what he's thinking. I'd have liked to see Campbell start there. I think that would have been a good introduction and a good tough away game, stepping out a wee bit more as to what it's going to be all about. But we go with the team, like you say. We come out and play. If we play well, we usually tank them out. But we just got to be right at it from the beginning. That's how I'm seeing it.
You're spot on, Andy. I've just said that to Stevie. If we play, we win. But we've got to play, and we've got to get a level of performance. We won quite easily through there the last time. We scored decent goals. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but we need to play, and we need to go with the right attitude, and you need to win your individual battles, Stevie.
Oh, that's it for me. It's the attitude and application. It's how we start. If we come out with the right attitude, no doubt in my mind we'll do all right. But we can't do this, come out and look at each other and not make 10-yard passes and put the ball out with the crowd on their back, misplaced passes and start to look nervous and all that. Come on, we've been to more hostile grounds. I mean, Red Star and places like that. What most of these players, they should just get out, sleeves rolled up, get with the right attitude and application. To be fair, they've been doing that. I mean, to be 94 minutes, 2-1 down at Pittodrie and come back and win that game, it shows you a bit of fighting desire. And they have been doing it. They've been getting over the line. And the night should be no different for me, Ox.
Andy?
Yeah, I wouldn't like to think that we were trying to come back against these because, like I said, they're quite physical as well. I think if they get in front, they'll try to stick it on us. I just think we're a bit weak at times that way. But their attitude has been great since he's come in for finding ways to win. As I said the other night there, you wouldn't have said that 10 games ago. You would have said you would have worried about some of them games, especially the sequence of away games that we had. So you've got to hold your hands up there and say, look, they're doing something right. But that's for me after the South game. This is the real test for it.
It's a result, Andy. Yeah, it's all about the result.
Oh, of course it is. Aye, but I think if we can go and sort these out tonight, that for me would make me feel a lot happier. I mean, after the Filth, I think this is the hardest game we could get. The way they're playing the now, they seem to have a bit of a momentum as well. So it'd be nice to track them, stop them, and come out with a good win. I'm feeling confident.
What'll make you even happier?
Go on.
I got your that signed Scott Wright 40. I'll get it to you. All right.
Is it a clean one or a dirty one?
Oh, whatever you do at the weekend, nothing to do with me. It's a one
I never know what's coming these days. But honestly, believe me. Oh, right, punch drunk or what?
Right. So, as you requested, mate. I know you're a big fan. Right. We'll set up our usual way. We need to get players in the box. We need to make chances. We need to score goals, Stevie.
Well, let's be honest. We're meant to be Alfredo to get back the score sheet tonight, isn't we? That's what he's there for. He's not there for. I know he's link-up play. He's been asked to link up better. But let's be honest, it's a ball in the net. We want to be man tonight. And I think Andy's right when he says his physicality. He's going to win a game tonight. And Morelos, I'm going to be honest, I think Morelos is better when people hassle him. See, when people hassle at Alfredo, he gets more involved in the game and he gets right in about it. That's when he's at his best for me. We really need to get that. See, when these wingers, no doubt in my mind, it'll be for the middle of the park, out to the wing, back into the middle and out to the wing. See, when we do this and these wingers get this ball, they need to get bodies in the box. I'm starting to get back a wee touch. Some of the games I've been watching, they're not getting enough bodies in the box, and they need to do that tonight. They need to make sure they get bodies in that box, because let's be honest, Hearts are going to flood. Hearts are going to sit back and probably try and hit us the break tonight. That's how they'll probably set up.
Bodies in a box. Have you been hanging about with somebody too much? Right, okay. Right, Andy. It's a big game. It's a big game. Traditionally, it's one of our hardest games of the season. Yeah.
Yeah, I've always liked the Rangers playing the Hearts right enough. All through the years, I followed them. Always try to get to as many games as I can. There's always something about that game. There's something in the air. Well, back in the day, they used to come along with the song wise and all that right enough. It's obviously changed now, but there was some great atmospheres in them. The cup final. And Derek Johnson scored just before, and various other games. Like we said, if we get the first couple of goals against them, we usually go on and batter them. We usually knock the stuffing out of them. When you watch it, when Rangers really do them, you can actually watch Hearts falling away. They're absolutely good. But if it's tight, that's where we'll. To be honest, I don't mind if it's tight tonight, because that's where we'll see whether we're going to stand up. This for me is the real test after them. You know what I mean? They're a good team. And I'd be really happy if we come out with anyone. But if we go out there and partly sell over them, and knock them back in the tracks, that for me sets us up good for the 2 cups that we're in and the remaining Celtic games that we've got. So yeah, I'm positive about tonight. Yeah.
All right, you're positive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good on you, mate. Good on you. I get it, Stevie, because we're in decent form. All right, we've been joined by Ian. Evening, Ian.
How you doing, son? All right?
Good to speak to you.
Welcome to the sunny Midlands again, pal.
Oh, yeah. What's on your mind, Ian? The floor's yours.
No, it was just a couple of things, mate.
Mm-hmm.
The team selection tonight.
Right.
Bringing in Lundstrom, who's not really been on form that much. After Cantwell's debut at the weekend, I'm surprised at that one. I would have played Cantwell after these 60 minutes he had on the weekend. I thought he was an absolute revelation for an hour.
I enjoyed him, mate. I enjoyed him. I reckon it's only my opinion, Ian, but I think it would be a sports scientist decision because he's not played much football.
Right. I mean, it's always difficult to time capsule. They're the same as a sheep. They seem to grow another bollock when they play us. So it's going to be a bit frantic. So you're probably right there, mate. And the other one was regarding the signings, in the window there.
Huh?
There was something, whether I'm just making more of it or whatever, that Beale had said that he was definitely after a striker, but he was leaving it till the summer. He said one of his interviews. He said that
he did say that. He did say
he was going to. I wonder if that's been something to do with Stewart being injured at Sunderland, because I think it would have taken a few. It would have taken a few quid to get him for Sunderland. We're not talking about the money we're asking, or even Cantwell. I think you're looking at maybe 5 million for that, and I think the January window that would have been too much for us at the moment. But I wonder if that was his thinking.
I think if he's been scoring goals in that championship, mate, it's going to take a lot more than 5 million to prize him away from Sunderland.
If Beale's taken a wee look at that and said, well, look, that might have saved a wee bit of face here. If he was one of the targets.
I'm not picking that up, mate, because where he's sitting in Sunderland, they're actually rocking up that table. They don't have very great starts, and they're not just
he's getting an Achilles injury now, and they reckon he's out for the rest of the season.
So I
wonder if that made that a decision.
Well, I'm surprised they didn't sign him in the January transfer window, Steve.
Yeah, and on the one about Shankman, the Heart. I don't know who he is. Is it the Hearts Sherman or something about the talking about Shankland that we couldn't afford them. How does he know what we can afford?
He's got I think he's contracted to 2025, mate. So obviously you would have to go in with a decent offer, but things change quite quickly in football. I mean, I know he scored a lot of goals, but when I've watched him, he's not what he does. If I'm being honest, Stevie.
When we were doing in the doldrums a few years back again, we could have got Shankland for $100,000.
Aye, well, maybe took.
He was offered to us with United, and we knocked it back. And when you look at some of the,
I'll be honest with you, I don't know if he gets in their team this new, Stevie.
Don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking more down the lines of Southside's favourite for Hibs, the boy Nisbet. He was going down to Millwall and something's turned his head. What do you think's turned his head?
That's not that fellow with the string vest, is it? No, that's the other one. That's a different one. Right? Sorry, I'm getting mixed up there.
I think his hamstrings went again, Stevie. Went last night, Nisbet.
Aye. Anyway, I don't know. I'm not too sure about the Rod Stewart man, but anyway, all the celebrities are coming out tonight, aren't they? But listen, we don't know what Mr. Beale's got up his sleeve. We just see what happens. But to get players nowadays that are young and banging goals in, you're going to have to pay for them. You're going to. Hearts are just doing what any club would do, or Rangers haven't got enough money to pay for Shankland.
Do you think Beale's having a look at the two cups with the Smellies next month in the Scottish Cup? Is he thinking negative a wee bit, which I think most is in reality? They'll play and they'll score in the 80th minute, 85th minute. They always say they get a late winner anyway.
I'm not feeling that at all, mate. I just feel as if we keep this momentum up, and after the game at Ibrox,
I think the 9 points, mate.
That's a different issue, mate. That's a different issue. But to do that, we just need to keep winning football matches.
If we had beat them, which we should have done, and we were the best team at Ibrox, and it was down to 6, it might have made their arse twitch a little bit.
It's all about 9 points. I'll tell you what we've got, Ian. We've got the interview for Michael Beale. So if you don't mind getting your phones on mute, we're going to hear from your gaffer, Michael Beale.
I'll put it on, mate.
Michael, a big game here at Tynecastle tonight. What are you expecting from this one?
I think it's going to be a really tough challenge. Really, there's bigger tests as we've had. We've been away at some tough grounds already and done well. And I think this is a big test because they're in a good place. And I think they're trying to make up maybe for the result that we had here early in the season. So I think the fans will be up, the team will be up, but we're ready for it. We're looking forward to it. We're in a really good place ourselves, and it's important we put on a strong away performance this evening.
And 2 changes to your side tonight. Can you just talk us through those?
Yeah, just freshen the team up. Obviously, Fashion had the wonderful news that he's had another little girl, which is special for him and his family. He stepped out the weekend for Todd, who I thought was probably the most eye-catching player. It was Todd's first game in 3 months, so we can't expect too much too soon, but you will see him this evening off the bench. And John Lundstrom comes in for Ryan Jack. I thought that Jacko played well at the weekend. He got a nasty knock on the shin, so John comes in, and Glenn Kamara obviously got a goal and probably should have had an assist at the weekend as well. So we look strong. It looks a strong team. It's a team picked to attack. It's a team picked with goals in it, and I'm hoping by the end of the evening that's proven correct.
And you touched on it a bit earlier there. It's obviously a good venue here, atmosphere, a good surface too. It's set up for a great game.
Yeah, I think it will be, and I think they'll really try and test us and see where they're at and come for us. It's important that we're strong defensively and then we show our quality in possession. We've got a really strong squad tonight, so we can look at the bench and bring 1 or 2 off it if and when we need it as well. But I'm looking for something from my team tonight, which is a really strong away performance and 3 points. We've come here for 3 points, nothing less.
And finally, just a word on Nicholas Raskin. He was confirmed as a Rangers player last night. How pleased were you to get that one over the line?
Delighted. Obviously, I've been sat and asked a lot of questions about it, and I knew it was close, but obviously until it's official you can't say anything. You have to be poker face a little bit, but I've always been confident the deal was going to happen. Been speaking to the boy a lot behind the scenes, and in the last 24 hours when he's come and he's had a chance to look around the training ground, meet his teammates, go to Ibrox. It's been a lovely moment for him personally, and he's a young player that comes with a lot of promise. I think we need to give him some time to settle down to Scottish football and the league, because he hasn't played for a month or so since before the Christmas break, the World Cup break, should I say. And but he's a player for the future that we're excited about. He's somewhere between maybe a Glenn Kamara, Ryan Jack type player. So if he can play at their level and more, then we'll be delighted with him.
All right.
You called that right there, mate, about Campbell. Well done regarding holding him back for his fitness and that. So that's a good shout. And it's really nice to know that Fashion Sakala can score. I know it was 9 months ago, but he can score.
Aye. I think Fashion's been scoring a lot.
That's what I'm on. That's what I'm on about. Having a baby now.
I think
he scored 9 months ago.
Listen, Michael Beale, Andy. He gives it pretty straight, doesn't he?
I don't think he leaves much in the locker, does he? It's all out there right enough, you know. He's growing on me right enough. Sometimes maybe a wee bit open right enough, but
that's something else you don't like.
I didn't say that. That's the answer you're getting all the time now, Ox. I go away thinking, what did I say there? Right enough. No, I'm just saying I didn't say nothing. All I said was, I think he's a bit open.
I like him. He's grown on me also, Stevie. He's also grown on me, Stevie.
Listen,
I think if he gets his way, we've got a great manager there.
Ian, wait till you hear your name and then come in, mate. There's a slight delay. Stevie, in you come.
Sorry, pal.
No,
that's all right.
Listen, you know my feelings on him, Ox. I was one of the guys that thought that boat had sailed when we were gone for him again. But I must admit, he's certainly grown on me. And I like the way he talks. He talks open and honest. Andy's just said it there. Sometimes he talks a wee bit too open. But I believe that's him telling people what they want to hear. There's mind games getting played there when he's as honest as that. For me, he's 9 out of 10. So far he's come in for me.
9 out of 10. And you come in?
I don't know what 9 out of 10 means, but I never got that at school. I was usually about a 4.
Okay, well, you're in exalted company tonight. Andy got all A's.
I was a 3 or a 4. I used to spend 5 hours a day standing in the corner. When the bell went, that was me. I knew it was time to go home again.
3 or a 4. You shouldn't have been copying Big Stevie's work. Right?
I think the manager's he's a good one for us. He's got something about him, and all we can hope is he's building for the future. If he's building something, we give him time. We don't get desperate, because sometimes, especially at Ibrox, we're quite a restless support. That's been polite. We're a great away support. Sometimes at Ibrox, we can feel the tension, and I think that gets back to the players. We've got to be really positive and give them 100%. And hope the team does the same for us.
I'll say that. I think if you score goals and the fans will get behind you, particularly in the big games, you know, it's all with what? Scoring goals. But even when you look at Beale's tenure, we've scored enough goals, but at certain times we've lost them, which hasn't been a problem in these games really. But you know, we scored 2 against them, we've scored 3 against Aberdeen. That should be enough. Anyway, talking about people who have never got enough, we've been joined for Jim for Paisley. Evening, James.
How you doing, guys?
Hi, James.
By the way, the
yours, James.
The gaffer took me by surprise. I heard you played by his interview. I thought it was fantastic. I thought he was Gallus, getting the Gallus way. You know, we're not used to that. We're going to Tynecastle night there. Different managers have been, taking a step back, and it's got a hard game. I gave the gaffer right his due. We're going there. We're going to do the business. I think he basically said that, didn't he? He was going for it. That's what we're looking for.
He wants a result. Stevie, and you come, mate?
100%. He said that, Jim. He said that Hearts are in no bad place, he said, but we're in a good place for ourselves, so we want a right good away performance, strong away performance, he wants. That was his words, a strong away performance. And I get back to what Ox says, if we play with one, Jim, let's be honest, that team that's out there the night is experienced and it's well and capable. So let's just get the sleeves rolled up. The 800 Bears, you'll hear them over the top of the 15,000 Hearts fans. That's the 15,000 of them turn up. You know, guys like me are sitting in the house and their end will be empty. That really kills me, Jim. It really does. I'm sorry about going on about it, but it does. But listen, the manager's very, very good the way he speaks. He's honest and he tells you how it is. His team's gone the other night to get 3 points, and that's the bottom line for it.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Previous managers went, it's a hard place to go. It's a difficult place. He's went for a big time and we're going for it.
I agree,
and
Jim.
He said it. I'm sorry.
No, on you go, Jim. I agree with you, but
no,
carry on.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I like. I liked about that interview, Oxshare, you know. We've been there, different managers and different, your previous management. It's very difficult to go to time cards or difficult. I'll give this guy his due, and it's give it the way we feel what we should be doing, and I pray him for
that. Andy?
Well, you can't complain at that mindset, because that's what we want. And every game we go out to play, we want to go out and impose with a lot of these teams. And that's the way we was brought up through the history of the Rangers. So I like that. Get out there, not like Jim just said, well, it's going to be a hard game. No, it's going to be a hard game. It's only going to be a hard game if we make it hard. Get out there and get stuck into them. I like that attitude. And if he's pumping that into them players every game, hopefully it takes on and the players take it across the white lines and we go for it and we start getting these results. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a good way of managing in my
eye. Aye. If he gets the result the day, Ian, how would you judge his start?
I think it's been brilliant, mate. After the Van Bronckhorst thing, it was a big downer. We expected a lot of things with Van Bronckhorst. For whatever reason, it never worked out. The players never played. Van Bronckhorst, I didn't really think of enough passion as a Rangers manager. Beale was the brains behind Gerrard 2 years ago when we won the league. If you can pick that up, we've got something to look for. He's 56. I think it might be difficult this year, but next season, if he gets his way, we get the money, I'm sure we can build on that and get the title where it should be at Ibrox Park.
You know, the recruitment, which has been criticised, Stevie, at times, you know, when you looked in the summer, we lost Bassey and we lost Aribo. We brought in Lawrence and we brought in, who else did we bring in the midfield? We brought in Lawrence and Cholak to replace Aribo, who scored goals for us and played in different positions. We also brought in Tillman. On the left side of the defence, we lost Bassey, who covered 2 positions for us over a 6-month period. Was excellent. We brought in Ridvan and Davis. So all the signings have actually made sense, but they've just not been on the pitch often enough, Stevie.
No, they've definitely not, mate. You know, we've been unlucky when it comes to guys like Lawrence and that, you know, because he really looked as if he's a baller. You know, I was liking his performances. He could handle himself well. He got the ball moving. He could take a pop. He can see an eye for a pass. And to get him back in that Rangers team, hopefully when we get him back, we just get stronger. There's been a lot. We've been unfortunate, Ox. We really have. You know, Gio was unfortunate. The boys came in, took the mantle on, and the squad is stronger. We've got Hads back now, and it'll no belong. You're not going to get 100% get these guys right away back to when they left, but they'll slowly but surely get there. Games getting game time.
Hadji's injured, mate. It's just they're easing him back in gently, yeah?
Aye, of course, aye. Of course, just the same as Cantwell, innit? He's not played a lot of games and you got that one right tonight. You're probably right when you say the sports scientist. I thought it might have been that it might be a bit of a hustling, bustling game for Cantwell just for his second game. They might be protecting the boy, but no, it's just a fitness thing. So, but no, listen, but exciting times, guys. We're getting a squad back, and it's going to be a strong squad. There'll be a lot of outs in the summer, but the guys that he's going to bring in are going to be first-team players. He's not going to bring any projects in, and that's really exciting for me.
I suppose it's a positive for you, Andy. It's more players you don't like.
I'll tell you what, I'll let my guard down. I never liked that J. I'll put it that way. I'll stick to that one. But no, look, any football team, right, common sense wise, that lots of the players that we've lost this season, it will affect the rhythm of any team. And, you know, some of the games where we should have got results, it would have had certain players that have been out. I'm convinced we would have got them. But, you know, we've got to where we are. Guys are coming back. Unfortunately, it's a bit too late, you know, in this part of the season. But there's still a double to go for there. There's still, you know, a few games where, you know, we can cut them points down, make it look better, and then get the mindset right for when we start next season if we want to get back 56. So I'm not even giving in the league. Right? You don't gain nothing. It's like the League Cup final. I'm not worried about playing them. So enough. We play like we played in the semi-final. We're taking that cup. So I'll never get into them. That's not in my. I might mump my gums and not like many players, but I nearly do into them. No chance. So it's mathematically impossible. I'm with it.
Stevie, we will find them on the beaches. Right, listen, we've reached that time. It's time to go and get ready for the game. Last word for your good self, Jim.
Listen, I'll go for 2-0 tonight.
Good man. Listen, we might need a substitute for Southside Super 6. You better start limbering up. I hope your bet starts, Ian.
Rangers 2-1.
All right, I'll also take that. Andy?
I think we'll win 2-1, but I took 4-1.
All right, I'd rather have the 4. Stephen?
2-0 to the Teddy Bears.
That'll do, mate. I think that's Southside's bet tonight, 2-0, and he's went for Fashion Sakala to score the first goal. There you go.
He's just said he's been scoring well, so fair play to him.
Yeah. Listen, thanks for the call, Ian. Good to hear from you.
All the best, pal.
Good to hear from you.
We'll see you. Speak later on, pal.
Good, mate. Good to hear from you.
All the best, lads. Bye.
Cheers, mate. Andy, I'm sure we'll speak to you after the game. Yeah?
Yeah, just thanks for having me. That's all I say.
Listen, it's always a pleasure, mate. Always a pleasure.
Aye.
We'll be back 15 minutes after the final whistle, celebrating a victory. Thanks to everybody for joining us. Thanks to Stevie, Andy, Ian and Jim. Fox and Old School Blue for doing the technicals. Enjoy the match. Come on, Rangers. Take it away. Old School Blue.
I've even heard the underlegs the best they've ever seen. The Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur too. Cause Arsenal, Chelsea, Blackburn just the name of game is good. Who's that team they call it? Just who's that team they all adore? They're the boys in loyal blue and the Scotland's gallant and the hunt to show the world what they can do. They're the boys in loyal blue and